Hi, I'm Ray. We're down the allotment today. It's now the beginning of March and we're getting going now. Got to get some of these beds tidied, beds cleared, sort the polytunnel out, and we get ready for planting. So let me show you around, a quick plot tour while we do it. So this is my allotment and we've not been down since the storms, so we're having a look to see what wreckage and see whether it's made it through the storms. But the first thing I do notice is that we've got some felt on the corner here, so I'm not quite sure if it's my neighbour's shed or where it's come from. But I do notice my netted cage is not so netted now. The door fell down on the storm before. It's looking a bit sad. My bay tree is blown over, so I need a bit of attention to sort that out. So this is the flower bed, and at least the bay trees actually survived, which is quite good because they came out the skip, so that's looking quite good. And the flower bed has got all the feverfew poached eggplants, which is all self-seeded all along the front. My topiary trees are looking okay. We've got a few daffodils. Rhubarb now is coming out. It's looking good. And the passion flower on my gate, it's got pretty crazy. And we're hoping we get some flowers off that this year. It's not died off, which is a bonus. And we've got the roses here, which I planted for my dad. So they're still around. It does need a bit of a weed, a bit of a tidy. So this is my first bed, and it's a very large bed. I did have the grass path going through the middle, but we've got rid of that. The board's looking very tatty, and we've just removed the final carrots and the final leeks from last year. But the only thing we've got in this bed is the garlic and the onions, and they're not doing too bad. So this last year was the netted brassica cage, and we lost the netting on a previous storm. So I've de-weeded, and I'm going to use this as a climbing frame for beans, squash, cucumbers, tomatoes and something else. And this is going to have some bars going across and some string going round so the beans can climb up. So we're looking forward to that. So the frame next to the bed is what I'll be using for the peas. And we'll do peas all the way from the top right to the end, and that'll be the alderman peas. And we've got a video of us starting the alderman peas, and we'll do them in succession so we get a good crop. Under the blue covers is the strawberries. They're looking a bit scruffy, need a bit of a tidy. So this is my second bed, and this is currently being used as a strawberry bed with the pot right in the middle, which shouldn't really be there, but that is strawberries underneath. And then we've got my pond, and this is the flower bed, and our lavenders on the end. I was kindly given some plants for the pond, and it's made it very clear. I'm not sure whether the fog returned from last year. Well, I hope so. And some lovely little daffodils right on the edge. They're looking lovely. So this is the next bed along, and this is going to be used for higher vegetables. So we're putting some broad beans, sunflowers and taller vegetables like brassicas in this bed. And I'm also going to do our giant pumpkin in this bed too. So it's given us loads of space that we can use. So one of my biggest tasks is to get the side of this polytunnel cleared out again. The wind has wrecked some of the tarpaulins. We do need to get that sorted. It's a must job to do. So let's have a look in the polytunnel. So while it's a bit cold outside, we've had to go inside the tunnel, getting it nice and prepared. So the beds are clear. The arches are out and the broad beans are surviving in the tunnel. And we've got some flowers on the broad beans, so it's looking good. We've got a couple of trays just in the polytunnel. We've got some cabbages, some beetroots and some rocket, and they're going to have half a chance in the tunnel. Buckets are ready for the potatoes, and we've just brought some potatoes down along with a couple of tomato plants. And look at the grape, it's gone pretty mad. It does need a bit of a prune to tidy this up. So this is some of our shallots that have been chitting, and they'll be ready for planting on St. Patrick's Day. And we've got a few random tomatoes that just need doing something with, as they're looking rather scraggy. I'm just going to get some pots and pot them up. So this is the worst bed of all, and every time I come down I keep putting off coming in here as it's a right old mess. The netting, as you can see now, is pretty much all broken off. This is a shame. This was really good. But this is the scaffolding netting that was free. It's done its time for 2 years, but now it's time to replace. So that's a quick tour of the allotment plot, and the sun is just rising. It's going to be a lovely day, and we've got a few hours to get on and tidy this place up. So better stop filming and get on and do some tidying, because the growing season is coming. So this is the back of my plot, and this last year we had all beds in this section, but we agreed to take the beds up, and we've just let it to grass naturally. And the kids have got their swing, and we're going to use this as a recreational area. I've got my big rose and my pear tree, but this does need a bit of work on. It's just great to see the pear is starting to form some buds, and we did get 2 pears on this tree last year. And then we had a bonfire and we burnt the pears. We didn't actually get to eat them, which was a shame.